discussing the energies for the collective for 2024. Alongside that, I would also share the remedies for 2024. The remedies will be a mixture of what I feel will, as within my gamut of expertise, what will help you all, what will help us all to make the most of 2024, and also what comes to me intuitively, where I feel that if we invest our energy in this particular remedy, it will help us all collectively. So, in case you haven't, uh, you are requested to get into a zone which is non-distractive. And a short introduction on me. I am Nehaa Goyal. I am an empowerment coach. Within empowerment coaching, I work under the gamut of intergenerational healing as well as neurolinguistic programming and karmic healing alongside emotional regulation and nervous system work. I am also a DNA astrologer, which is astrology with a twist. We will go for in further, we will discuss how it has a twist. And I am a tarot and a numerology reader. So this work I've been doing for approximately 9 years. Before that, I was working with the corporate world. I was in sales. My vision for you all is that awareness is empowerment, which is why once you have joined this work that I do, once you have come under, in quantum physics, we say under the awareness of what I do, with what I have learned over a period of time, I will be throwing spotlight in the most aligned direction, helping you and all of us break patterns and be self-sufficient to make empowering decisions such that we live a life fulfilled. 2 plus 0 plus 2, which is a 4, and a 4 plus 4 is equal to 8. Therefore, the deduction that 2024 is numerology number 8. And number 8 in the line of numerology that I follow, which is Vedic numerology, is associated with the Graha, with the planet Saturn. So this energy update that I'm doing has a lot to do with how Saturn is. Look at how Saturn is and is also placed in our solar system. Saturn is the farthest most planet and it's a huge planet. After Jupiter, it is one of the biggest planets. Therefore, to say that Saturn's energy will start taking place only in 2024 is something which I don't agree with. I believe that when it comes to any Saturnian energy, it starts taking momentum about 3 to 4 months before and stays till 3 to 4 months after. So therefore, a lot of these energy updates that I will be mentioning today, you might have started to already feel its basis in all of your life. Have a look at this beautiful video that I have selected for you, because this will help us describe the stage of life that we might be in the year 2024. So this is a video of a butterfly, which was caterpillar earlier, was in a cocoon and is now coming out of that cocoon. Okay. This time when I play it, look at it very, very carefully, because for the next 5 minutes, I'm going to discuss this. Okay. So I'm playing it again. Notice that the butterfly, who has now been converted into a butterfly from the caterpillar, is coming out of the cocoon. See how the cocoon is now and see how the butterfly is. So were you all able to see this? Now, this was a very important picturization. The reason for that is that this is exactly the stage of life we all will see ourselves in 2024. Where earlier in 2023, it being 2023 was the energy of number 7, which is where a lot of us would have felt that we are going under some transformation, that we are completely getting digested, that the way we were is not serving us anymore. We have started to feel the irritation and the agitation of it. That is because of that self-digestion process which was happening in the cocoon. And in the 2024, we will be in the process of getting out of that cocoon. Not yet completely out, which is why I said notice how the butterfly is, but in the process of getting out of the cocoon. What you would have noticed in the video is that the process of getting out of the cocoon is not the most comfortable one as well. There is a little bit of a struggle. We have probably now realized it took us entire 2023 and the cycle might have begun in 1997. Okay. So in 1997, this cycle might have begun, where we have now started to realize that our safety of the cocoon is not good for us. We need to grow. We need to spread our wings. Okay. However, the struggle to come out of the cocoon, my friends, is real, because for the longest, even though it was not serving us, but still for the longest, we have stayed over there. It has served us. It has helped us digest ourselves, even though that digestion was not comfortable. So what we have done now is that we have created a trauma bond with our self-imposed cocoon. But because it is the period of Saturn, which is 2024, Saturn will push us for sure, because its time has come. We cannot stay any longer inside the cocoon. It's also almost now that the 9 months of the baby are done. They are done, and it cannot stay inside the womb any longer, no matter how comfortable it feels. But that push is required for it to come out. And as soon as the baby comes out, as soon as the butterfly comes out, what is the first thing which happens with the baby? What is the first thing? Who will go for it? What is the first thing which happens with the baby when the baby is pushed out, when it comes out? क्या होता है? Yes, Krishna, tell me.
The
Yes,
baby struggles to breathe.
yes, yes,
There
yes.
is a
Who's
whole
that? I
struggle to
think I
breathe.
hear Manisha ji there.
Yeah.
Yes, true. Baby struggles to breathe. Yes, absolutely. And Krishna, what were you saying? Cry. Saloni says that the baby cries.
Right.
Correct. Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely. So the baby cries, and exactly what happened with the butterfly also, that it wriggled to open up its wings first. So this is what we will be doing in 2024. We will be wriggling to open our wings. So as soon as the butterfly comes out of the cocoon, the wings are wet. Not just that, for the first time, the caterpillar is stepping into the identity of being a butterfly. It doesn't yet know what it means to be a butterfly. So that embryo, which was formed in the womb and was surrounded by the embryonic fluids, for the first time is stepping out, and the world out there is something which is new to them. So a lot of you who have gone through the transformation stage, to that self-digestion stage in 2023, maybe you have realized that maybe you have shifted places, maybe you have changed countries, maybe you have come out of relationships, maybe you have changed jobs, maybe you've learned something new, and this is your time to transition, because I did many years back from one profession to another completely, right? So those will be the beginning steps of that transformation. I just want to let you all know that if you are feeling the struggle, that's normal, that's natural. Give it about 6 7 months, maybe up till August or September, because up till then you might face that, that wriggling of the wings and that crying, etc., before you start becoming familiar with the new you. And what is this new you? This new you, while we are speaking under the influence of Saturn, is also karmic. Remember the shape of the number 8, that what goes around comes around in the infinity. It is karmic. What does karmic mean? So many people, including myself, before I knew astrology, before I knew numerology, I was very afraid of karma, of Saturn, of anything which is karmic. Karmic, karma just means action. So, what actions have we taken in the past and in multiple past life, in fact, intergenerationally also, we will start reaping the benefits or the negativity of that in 2024. Okay. So if anything is happening to us, if anything is, we are going through something, that is because there is a setup which had been done for it a long time back. Okay. So 2024 is the time to face that reality. Now that the butterfly is out in the world, it will face that reality. Just because we have stepped into our transition, everybody around us is speaking about our higher self, our best self, etc. For a lot of us, that higher self or that best self is not easy. Why? Because it might be pulling us away from that which we knew all our life. First of all, at 28 years of age is when Saturn return happens in all of our lives, which is 28 years is when you would first see that we are stepping into our first set of responsibilities, that a lot of us have just started to work. And how when we are in college, we feel that when we will be in the corporate world, everything will be sorted. I'll be financially independent. I will not have to depend upon our parents any longer, because I'll have money in my bank and all of that. But as soon as we get into the job, the reality hits us. Right? That, oh my God, job comes with responsibilities, or this new entrepreneurial engagement that I have done, that comes with a sense of responsibility. So in 2024, a lot of us will feel the pressure of those responsibilities. The reason why I'm telling you this today is not to scare you, but to let you know that's normal, that's natural. Okay, that is something which is a normal step. So whatever resources we have gathered uh, around up till now is what we will start reaping the benefit of or the negativity of in 2024. So the quality of life that or the quality of people, the quality of life that we have surrounded ourselves with so far is what will help us in 2024, or the opposite, because of which what we will suffer in 2020. So one of the things that I would like you to notice is that Saturn is, as I was saying, it's a very far off planet. It's the outermost in the planet system as far as Vedic astrology is concerned, Vedic numerology is concerned. I know in a lot of people these days speak about Uranus and Neptune, the other further planets also. But from the naked eyes, what is visible is what we consider in an energy update, the kinds that I am doing right now. So Saturn happens to be the outermost, which why coming back to how we interpret it is that Saturn in 2024 we will set up our outermost boundaries. Okay, so if you are somebody who struggle in creating boundaries, that means you are at a let's say, for people who are, because of something which they went through during their childhood, they feel that they have created a setup around them, a friend circle around them, which is only based on pleasing. You might see that that system is now breaking down. Why? Because you will be setting that outside boundary for yourself. Often with the work of Saturn, I say that that is something which is forced upon us. It's like that strict father, strict friend who is standing on your head and is now saying that, hey, honey, you had your time and now this is the time for what? For discipline. So often the example that I give for Saturn is Mohabbatein mein Amitabh Bachchan ka character hai na, that is a lot like Saturn. Parampara, Pratishtha, Anushasan. Okay, Parampara means what? The traditions, which is also what a very Saturnian themes. So, what is my belief system? What are the traditions? What is the belief system? What are the traditions that I believe in? And how far are they serving me? So, the traditions are those, not everything is a tradition. Tradition are those which have served our purpose over multiple generations, multiple eras. And within that set of traditions, that which does not serve us anymore, right? So anything which is not as per the tradition which serves you, that will knock on your door to let go, which is where that belief system setup will be very important for all of us in 2024. So that's your parampara. Pratishtha is pride. Saturn is the planet of humility. Okay, and a lot of time people who have truly achieved something on their own from the scratch, they also carry with themselves a lot of humility because they have seen the bottommost, and from there they have risen. So they also know कि आज अगर इतना बनाया है तो कल ये एकदम जा भी सकता है, और जब जाएगा तो on our way back we will meet the same people. Therefore humility in 2024 is very very important. Parampara, Pratishtha, Anushasan. Anushasan means discipline, right? So now that's, imagine this butterfly which has just come out of the cocoon. If it does not follow a particular protocol or a particular discipline, this butterfly, which is on its way to gain strength, but hasn't yet gained strength, however, also transformed, will be the first victim to predators. Wouldn't it be? Yeah, because it still doesn't know what it is to be in the world out there. It is experiencing it for the first time. So, therefore, discipline will become very important for us. So if you're a new entrepreneur, or if you have recently changed a city, or if you're somebody who's recently transitioned from a job to another job, be it the nature of it, the quality of it, or you've just come out of a relationship which was toxic, or you are thinking of coming out of a relationship which is toxic, you are experiencing that kind of a freedom for the first time in a long, long time, right? And therefore, when we experience freedom for the first time, that in itself for our nervous system could be a bit dysregulating because we have never experienced it. It might be intimidating for us. We might start having withdrawal symptoms that, oh, it was better to be with that person, or oh, it was better to be with that job. At least I knew it. That kind of self talk might be coming in. Again, I want to tell you that's normal. That's natural. You have to move beyond it and let your new life be given the chance that it so deserves, because you have taken that that uncomfortable step of completely digesting yourself. Why will you go back to becoming a caterpillar again? You have to set yourself, you have to give yourself that time to become that butterfly and then allow itself to open its wings and travel. Speaking of travel in 2024, again, remember Saturn being a far off planet. This would also for a lot of us mean that you will get an opportunity to travel. In fact, if you don't, this is something you might want to include systematically in your life in 2024. Ensure that you travel because that will bring you peace. Saturn, Saturnian energy sometimes can make us feel stuck also, as if we don't know. And because we don't know, uh, we are new to this, means that we are inferior. A lot of times, the nervous system gives us these messages that we are not acing it, we are new to it, therefore we must be inferior. And whenever that thing happens, it's very important for our nervous system, for our senses to be engaging in newness. And one of the ways to do that is to travel. So, therefore, be it short, be it long distance travel, you might want to systematically include travel in your scheme of things. Saturn is the praja. Sun is the king, Saturn is the praja. Saturn is the masses, community. So, the more time you spend in community upliftment, the better it will be for you. In fact, if one karma, one action that I have to advise you to engage into in 2024 is community service. Both the terms are important, community as well as service. Okay. When I say community, I mean the masses. And when I say service, I mean from the sense of service, which means that in 2024, do not expect anything in return. If it comes, it's a blessing of Saturn, right? But in the beginning, we will have to do it as a service to ourselves, as a service to the community, as a service to our family, as a service to our business, as a service to our organization. Think about it. If you have newly joined an organization, they might not know how good you are at a particular job till the time you start showing them. So that sense of service in 2024 is very important for your future progress. This would also be the time where those in the bottommost of the Maslow's hierarchy will be in focus. Who are those people who are helping us, people who are serving us? The service staff that we have. If you are working in an organization, then your subordinates, then those who are working behind the scene, but they are also very important to the bigger scheme of things. So if you feel that, Neha, it's been so long, I haven't got the kind of recognition that I deserve in 2024, those people who are in such jobs which is foundational, people see usually what is the effect of the foundation. They often don't see the foundation, right? So जिसे कहते हैं ना कि घर की नींव को कोई नहीं देखता, कितना सुंदर घर है, सब ये देखते हैं. तो 2024 वो एक टाइम है कि लोग कहेंगे वाह, देखो इतना स्टॉर्म आया फिर भी ये घर नहीं हिला, इस घर की नींव बहुत अच्छी होगी. For those who don't know Hindi, this literally translates to that see, the foundation of this house must be very strong, because when the storm came, this house did not shake. The foundation must be strong. So this is the time in 2024. The focus will go on the foundation, and those people who have not gotten any recognition so far for the foundational work that they are doing, they will get that recognition. However, in 2024 and with the Saturnian themes, we cannot avoid the energy of delay. So divine delay is what I would prefer calling the delays in 2024. Why I call it a divine delay is like, let's go back to that butterfly which was still learning to spread its wing. The thing is that it will immediately go out in the world without gaining its strength. As I said, it will be most susceptible to the predators. So therefore, in 2024, what you might be feeling like there is a delay, it's actually a divine rest. It's actually a divine recalibration that is happening for you. That you are getting familiar with yourself, that you are getting familiar with your strengths and your weaknesses and your opportunities. And because you are getting familiar with it, the universe is giving you that sense of divine rest. That, hey, honey, rest for now, focus on yourself. Yes, you are not who you were, but you're also not your highest self yet. So, this transition time, take care of it. And if there is a delay in this particular period, no, it is happening so that you have a stronger foundation. Okay. So, this delay is called divine delay because such that there is a stronger foundation. So, at least now I'm able to rendition to you properly what I want to say, even if my voice is nasal, still I'm not coughing at every breath. So I'm able to do it. Then a lot of you will be breaking patterns. Okay. uh, if you feel that you've been working on it for so long and still those patterns are coming back, I want to let you all know that whenever there is anybody who is working on breaking patterns, the patterns still repeat. But every time that you handle it, every time that you respond to it, there is a little difference in your response, okay, which even you cannot notice because it is at such a subtle level. So you would see in 2024, जिसे कहते हैं ना Saturn का दुख, the sadness of Saturn might come to your door because this pattern has overstayed in your life, and you have to declutter it, you have to break it, you have to let it go. So a lot of theme of letting go, of breaking that pattern, not because you want to, but because now the sadness of it has taken over you, will come for a lot of us. In fact, a reflection of that is what you would see in the movies as well, right? The entertainment industry often echoes what is happening at the collective level. So within the movie industry, you would see that there will be movies which are based on rags to riches stories, which is based on somebody becoming the messiah of the masses, and then finally winning. Dictatorship in a lot of places, including in your life, will come to an end or will be questioned massively. So for those who feel that they have a recurring pattern with authority, 2024 is the right time to work on it, because this will be the time when authority will be at its weakest, and there will be certain laws also which will come out uh, to ensure the upliftment of the masses of the community. But whenever such a thing happens, I just want to say that all of this doesn't happen in one day. It happens out of unrest. It happens out of something which one is facing now, not in a great way, is feeling the rings of the Saturn, which is a restriction of the Saturn. And therefore, there is this internal chaos that now I want to break through. I want to break this restriction from my life. Saturn also comes with a long-term planning of standing on your own feet. Okay. So take it literally sometimes also, specifically when it comes to health, right? So look at your feet. This is the time to strengthen your feet, specifically your calf muscles. Calf muscles. You know what is calf? The area which is, so the joints and the calf is under the purview of Saturn. So go for cycling if your health allows so, or do everything that is possible to strengthen your knees, and your calves, because that is what will help you in doing the hard work in 2024, which is what the theme of 2024 is: to do hard work, to do groundwork, to do that foundational work. Saturn also is considered to be the graha for time, and with time comes time management. So start keeping an inventory already of where are you spending your time, where are you spending your time unnecessarily, right? We live in a corporate culture. I don't know about all of you, but at least I used to, that where the more time you are spending at work, the more you will be given recognition and stars, irrespective of even if you're just sitting there and loitering your time away, right? So in 2024, the theme of time management for all of us becomes very, very important. How am I utilizing my time for myself, for my work, for my family, for my own health? How much am I putting in my exercise routine and things like those? In fact, for a lot of you, you might get this internal agitation that shit, yeah, I'm not getting enough time for myself. As if I've sold my soul to the devil and I need some time for myself, and therefore I must get into this activity of time management. Certain industries which will be doing good in 2024 is the construction industry, the manufacturing industry, iron industry, and anything where there is a lot of dictatorship, a lot of authority that you might feel the masses will rise against it, right? So therefore, even the law industry will be doing very well. In fact, again, going back to the movies, you would see a lot of court drama in the movies as well. And in fact, with the kind of people who will uh, come back into the industry would be those who were, who have stood the test of time, and now they're coming back into the industry almost like for a second inning or a third inning. In the Saturn period in 2024, anything which has stood the test of time, जिसे कहते हैं ना time का थप्पड़ जिसने सह लिया है, anything which has stood the test of time will be able to sustain itself. Be it your health, be it your immunity, be it your relationships, be it your job, be it your emotional quotient, everything which has stood the test of time will only go forward in 2025. Okay. So ensure that you also are engaging in quality rather than quantity. Oftentimes, when I speak to people, they are confused about quality over quantity. What does quality mean? See, understand the concept of quality. Quality means that I am ready to let go of anything which is not quality to attain quality. If you're not ready to let go of anything which is not quality to attain that quality, it is not quality. So remember this theme in every aspect of your life, in job, in relationships, in your health, in your clothes, in the kind of products that you use for yourself. Quality is prime. Quality does not necessarily mean expensive. Quality means something which is which will stay through the test of times. It is that strong, just like diamond. So Saturn is often looked at by diamond also, the process of becoming a diamond, that it is okay to go through those hardships. Then now coming to the remedies, so you may pick up your paper and pen. The first remedy is the remedy of silence. You can silence of several things. First, literally Maun Vrat. If possible, try and keep a Maun Vrat every Saturday. Maun Vrat means a vow of silence. If you cannot do it for an entire day, at least try and do it for 1 hour on Saturday. Okay. What will that do? It will help you in rejuvenating. It will help you in recalibrating, which is what we need in 2024. Second, the silence of eating, right? Saturn is a very Vairagi planet, right? Remember quality, that it is ready to let go of if it helps you. So fasting is one of those methods which really helps the body in its long-term health. Testing the times, that kind of an energy. So fasting on Saturday, if you can do, it is recommended that you do that. The other silence is to not speak where you're not heard, where it is uh, where you're not respected. Okay, and to speak, if you think it is necessary to speak only once. Okay, so notice that I am not saying you take the abuse and stay quiet. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is say once and then stay silent. But depending upon the kind of response that you get, also take an adequate action. Remember quality. That I have spoken once. What does it mean for me to restore quality in this particular setup? Notice that too and take that action. Okay. In Saturn period, if we over engage in action, that is akin to us never learning to fly. We will get sculpted in that butterfly coming out of the cocoon mode, and that will be the only story that we will tell ourselves कि कभी transition किया था उसके बाद कुछ नहीं हुआ. उसके बाद we were just there. So the journey hasn't ended yet. We are in the process of making decisions, and these decisions are very, very important. Patience is another very important. Patience and persistence and consistency, very important themes of 2020. Today we live in a day and age of 15-second reel. In fact, अब और भी कम हो गई है 8-second reel. That's not what is going to happen in 2024. It's not going to help you. It's not going to serve you, right? If there is an anxiety to move forward to the next thing, to the next thing, to the next thing, such people and such things are going to face emotional concerns. So if you feel, or if there is anybody around you who only believes in fast things, fast processes, they might face a drawback, or they might face a lot of challenges in life as well. So therefore, to have persistence and to have patience in 2024 is more important than any other year. You cannot accelerate the process. It will go through the time that it has to go through. This is not the year to take shortcuts, or to, which in fact is very important when I mentioned even that, anything which is fast might not, no shortcuts in 2024. In fact, it is okay to experience the long cut as long as you are giving yourself time to recalibrate and to become one with who you newly are becoming, for the pace to set for the next year. Follow the rules and regulation. Okay, so this is not the time to become a rebel and to not follow the flow of things, the flow which has been set by others. Because more so in any other year than any other year, the legal thing will be more active. So if there is any rule and regulation that we break, we might feel the essence, the effect of it even more strongly in our life in 2024. Now, the next thing is there are certain trees which are associated with Saturn. And you would see the trees which are associated with Saturn are also very Saturnian, which means that they take their own time to grow up. However, the effect or the benefit of those trees, maybe we might not be able to experience, but the generations to come will experience, which is how Saturn works. It doesn't work on short term, it works on long term benefits, right? So, such trees can be planted as a remedy for Saturn if you feel stuckness in life. So, which are these trees? You can make a note of it. People tree, Imli. Imli is not specifically Saturn, but it is good to sow the seeds of Imli tree, tamarind tree in 2024. And these trees should be planted away from home. Okay, because and in the ground, because they have the beauty of these trees is that they have long roots, they have strong roots, and they just don't hold themselves, they hold the entire ecosystem around us. So we don't want them nearer to our house. We want them away, but in a place where they can prosper as well. The benefit of people tree, for example, is that it gives most amount of oxygen, right? In a Saturn period, often there could be a possibility that one feels very cold from within because Saturn is a very far off planet. It's a cold planet. It's a cold graha, and there could be and then while it is far off there is a lack of oxygen there as well, right? So there could be breathing issues in 2024. Therefore, remedies to ensure that we have enough oxygen around us, such as planting trees. And this thing that I'm doing, I've made a candle of ghee, of desi ghee, and or you can what you can do is you can light a lamp of desi ghee every day, specifically after the sunset, as well. You may gift other people such herbs which increase oxygen to the brain, antioxidants, green tea, tea in itself, right? One of the very good remedies of Saturn is to distribute tea to the working class, right? To the workers. If you have a factory, to the laborers, right? To the laborers who work on the construction site. Okay, so distribute tea over there. Herbs, antioxidant herbs, ones which are very, very good. I have experienced great effects of it over a period of time. It's moringa, tulsaji, right? So plant as much of moringa, as much as tulsaji that you can, and you can also gift it. These days, green tea hampers also come. You can gift those also to people. Now, remember, whenever we are doing a remedy of Saturn or of any other graha, but specifically of Saturn, is that don't expect anything in return. Why? Because we are actually kind of balancing our karma basis something that we have already done in the past. Okay, so instead of creating something new, we are in fact balancing our own seesaw. Now, the beauty about this infinity sign on the number 8 is that it has both the dips and the highs and the lows and the highs, right? Which is exactly what 2024 is going to be. It's going to be like a seesaw. We will experience the highs and lows, highs and low, high and low. But the more we uh, accept it, accept the reality which is showing itself to us in 2024, and which has also set its foundation since the past, the better it is for us. Even if it is a seesaw moment, ensure that you already start working on those roots. You already start telling yourself that this is something which was needed. I had to see it. You know how certain times, specifically me being an empowerment coach, a lot of times I come across people where they say, how could this person do this? How could that person do it? ऐसा कैसे कर दिया उसने? The first thing that you have to accept in 2024 is they did it. They did it. And you have to accept it so that you can start moving ahead for in terms of your own healing. If you run away from this reality of the situation or the reality that the person is showing to you, it is not going to help you. In fact, it is going to make you see the restrictions of the rings of Saturn even more. So in 2024, you are given a particular set of things to work with. Okay, going out there, doing things, taking risks, might not be the best thing to do in 2024. So therefore, ensure that you learn to work within the restrictions, how to set quality. So 2024 might not be the best year to begin something new also, right? Specifically, those things which require a lot of monetary investment from your side. This time is still there. In these 2 months, you can begin something new and then create a stronger foundation for it in 2020. But an absolutely new venture you might not want to do in 2020. Yeah, another industry. So the industries, the summary of industries which will do well in 2024 is the manufacturing industry, real estate industry, the construction industry, legal and judiciary, as well as the pharmaceutical industry and the iron industry. Another remedy for 2024 will be to declutter. Anything which you feel you haven't used for a very long time, just let it go. So 2024 comes with the energy of simplicity. So जितना आप अपनी surroundings, अपना wardrobe, अपना सारी environment simple रखोगे, उतना better है. The lesser you complicate it, the better it is for you. Let go of anything which you think has served its purpose or you feel you haven't used for a very, very long time. Just let it go, give it away to the community. That will really help you, right? So because 2024 is definitely a time for a major reality check. That is something which we have to take care of. Okay, now as I mentioned, that 2024 also comes with a karmic cycle, right? That whatever seeds we have sown in the past, generationally as well as intergenerationally, including ourselves, that is what will come for us to now take care of in 2020. So the cards that I'm using for the tarot reading are my beautiful tarot cards, golden in color, right? Those which have gone through and spent the test of times. Okay. So with this, what I'm doing is I'm shuffling the cards and we are going to find out, as per tarot, what is going to be the central theme for 2024, what is going to be the challenge, and what is the guidance for the collective. So the central theme for tarot for 2024 is the Seven of Cups. Are you all able to see? Have a look at this card because that's a very interesting theme. Because in challenge, what I'm getting is the world. The world is literally a Saturn card. And as far as the guidance is concerned, I've got the Six of Wands, right? So 6, 7, 8, sare aa gaye yahan pe. Okay, so with the Seven of Cups, the central theme is that of emotions because that's what cups represent. They represent the element of water, and water, as far as human beings are concerned, is associated with the flow of life and also emotions. After all, what do they say about emotions? That emotion is the energy or in motion. So with the Seven of Cups, I see there could be a theme of confusion in 2024. Many options available, what to do, what to do. Now, after all, here is a butterfly which has just come out of the cocoon, and there will be so many options which will be available for this butterfly to take. So, therefore, there might be a theme of confusion that that one might face. You know, also this happens, right, when we have just come out of a very major theme of resurrection, you know, of almost digesting ourselves and coming out. We see that now we have got this newfound freedom. We have so many options available in front of us, but we don't want to take the risk. We don't want to make a mistake because we don't want to go into the same trap again, the one that we have just come out of. So therefore, in 2024, we all might feel certain sense of emotional confusion. What to go? What direction to go for, where to go, kya karu, where do I put my energy, right? Uh, and and there could be so many things which might want to trap us also because we are anew, right? We are fresh out of the oven, as they say. So we might people might be looking at us as somebody who they can also trap in their emotionally trap. So one thing which you have to be careful of in 2024 is to refrain or protect yourself from getting emotionally trapped by manipulation of others. Okay? Because in the challenge, I've got the world card. There could be some people who might show you the world that, listen, now that you've just come out of this, the world is up to you. You just take my hand and I will show you the world. I will take you towards completion. I will make you, help you stand on your 2 feet. I am wise. I can do it for you. right? That has come in the place of challenge. So this is what happens when anybody is confused. What happens? You go around asking for advice. That is where you also might come into the trap of quacks, right? Who might say that they know everything, they know the world. So ये जो short term shortcuts बताते हैं ना आपको 2024 में, people who tell you shortcuts to achieve the world, that I have attained moksha, I have attained nirvana, come to me, I will tell you the way. Kindly refrain yourself or your energy to be invested with them or with such, because the guidance that I've got is the Six of Wands, right? Now, Six of Wands, as you can see, is the energy of somebody who is being celebrated in the community for what they have done. So, this is typically a warrior which has come back, who has come back from a war, and the entire community of his village is celebrating what he has achieved, right? So, this is what the guidance is. Know that you are this warrior. You've just come out of this war-like situation, you know, people are celebrating you. You are being celebrated. You are feeling inspired by the actions that you have taken. You are patting your back, and which is excellent. In fact, the cards are saying, do that, create that sense of harmony. If there is nobody, either you surround yourself with those communities who pat your back, who tell you, who honor you for who you are, the battles that you have just won, right, for yourself, for everybody else, and you would know, because but also with the six, we still have more steps to go, is what the Six of Wands is telling us. We have seven, eight, nine, right? And we have 10 before we reach completion. So the guidance is also that don't think it's over. Don't think because you've won one battle, every battle is won. There are still things which will be lined up in your life in 2024 and onwards also. It's just that you now know that as you have won this last battle, you can win other battles also. But it's not that you have achieved what you are here to achieve. I've reached my higher self. No, you're yet on that journey to reach to that self, which some people call life purpose. Some people will say, oh, this is why it all happened, that kind of an energy. So it's almost like stay away from quacks, know that you will go through confusion, and be ready to pat on your back or surround yourself with those communities only who encourage you rather than who discourage you. जैसे कई होते हैं ना, बोलते हैं अरे यार शादी में रह जाती बेटर था, एटलीस्ट कुछ तो सपोर्ट था, या वही जॉब कर लेती यार, क्या फर्क पड़ रहा है, एटलीस्ट दिस कंफ्यूजन दैट यू आर गोइंग थ्रू राइट नाउ ऐसा तो नहीं होता. सो स्टे अवे फ्रॉम दोज पीपल in 2024 and stay away from those energies. The Archangel Michael card that I have got, the angel card, is first is that you're on the right path. Okay, I'll read out that card for you. It says, Archangel Michael, I call upon you now. Thank you for giving me loud and clear guidance that I easily understand. Thank you for motivating me and filling me with courage and confidence to make helpful life changes, right? So you are making life changes over here. And the Archangel Michael, or anybody who you believe in, any higher consciousness that you believe in, is saying, ask me for guidance. You are still on that path. When you need motivation, I am there. Don't follow the quacks, shortcuts. आओ मैं तुम्हें 2 दिन में brain training सिखा दूंगा. Not that kind of a thing, right? Thank you for motivating me and filling me with courage and confidence, because what do you need when you are confused? You need that courage and confidence. अभी तक मैंने किया, अपने आप आगे भी करेगा. ऐसा, you need that confidence. And then honor and trust your feelings, okay? Which is what you need when you are in confusion. So what is it that the card says? Thank you, Archangel Michael, for supporting, guiding, and protecting me as I listen to and or act upon my feelings. Help me understand and express my emotions with love. Help me understand what is this confusion. So many options available. Please help me understand that in this stage of my life, what do I need to move ahead? To celebrate myself, to celebrate the new path that I have set on myself. Sometimes what happens is that when we are in the beginning of the journey, we feel that we won't take the next step till the time I know the entire journey. But that's not possible. I just want to let you all know that's the reality check. You will not know the entire energy. An entire journey. You will have to take one step at a time. And when you feel confused, when you feel that, oh my God, I don't know, I cannot emotionally rely on myself, that is where you call upon this. I did promise you all that I will also give you one technique to emotionally regulate yourself with. And I did mention in the beginning, somewhere at the beginning of the webinar, that how Saturn being a far-off planet, it's also a very cold planet. And there's a very high possibility in 2024 that people might face concerns in relation to when the coldness increases in the body. One of the reasons why it happens due to a Saturnian influences because of the Vata energy, or the energy of air, the wind in our body. Okay, so therefore it is very important in 2024, and one of the ways in which we can emotionally regulate ourselves also is through our breathing. But what kind of breathing, right? So there are so many breathing techniques. Pranayam is something which is very, very popular these days, but this is the specific breathing technique which will help you in regulating your nervous system in 2024. Saturn supports only those who are consistent, who are persistent, and who are patient, and not when only the problem comes. So therefore, beginning from today onwards only, you can start doing this every morning. Now, this is a technique which is known as 4-4-4. We have to breathe in till 4, hold till 4, breathe out till 4, and hold till 4. And we have to do this 8 times. Okay. So you will instantly see the benefit of this. But after that, I'm going to tell you one more technique. So do this with me. Okay. So center yourself, which means bring your attention to the now, to me. Okay. When I say breathe in, you breathe in. I will count for you. When I say hold, you hold. When I say breathe out, you breathe out. And when I say hold, you hold. Okay. So breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So tell me, how many of you have given up already? Hand raise karo, ab batao. Now I'll tell you what, one of the reasons why you gave up is also because there's a lot of energy of impatience within, right? That it should happen already, that when will this end? But don't give in. See, this is one of the major lessons of 2024, major lessons of Saturn. Just because it's slow, just because there are still more steps to it, don't give up. Don't give in. Give yourself that opportunity to get into the rhythm, and that rhythm will not happen easily. So please train yourself to not be like, ho gaya na bas, I'll do it later. It's not going to help you. Okay, telling you for your own benefit. Or the next technique. Okay, one of the things which this technique is also doing is that it is taking oxygen, it's bringing oxygen to your brain, right? And when the brain gets oxygen, that's 7 of cups energy that we got, which was of confusion, you know, that is what removes that confusion from our mind, that cloudedness from our mind when we give it the opportunity of that oxygen. So that is what will help, and it will not come by easy ye bas run of the mill techniques. It will come by slow and persistent breathing. The second technique is which is known as EDMR, which is eye movement. Okay. So sometimes we feel stuck in life because we have concentratedly been seeing one point of view all for a very, very long time, which means that we need to give our brain certain more setups, which is where we let our eyes travel. A very easy technique. What you have to do is every morning just wake up and look from left to right. Okay. So look at what I'm doing. I'm looking at my finger point, the finger point. You can also do that. Either you can look at your own finger point or look at my finger point. Okay. And without moving your head, you have to move your eyes right as it goes, and left as it goes. Now notice how I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. My head is still, and I'm just moving my eyes. Right, and left. And right and left and right and yeah. This too you can do 8 times. Any remedy of Saturn is slow, right? You cannot fasten the process. It cannot be this. That will not help you. Go slow. So अगर आपको किसी ने सैटर्न के लिए हनुमान चालीसा भी रिसाइट करने के लिए बोला है, if anybody has asked you to recite Hanuman Chalisa, instead of reciting it fast, like recite it slow. 2024 is about slow and steady wins the race. Remember the story of the tortoise who won in the end, even though in the beginning it almost felt like it is losing, but it will win in the end. So slow and steady wins the race. Be ready to face some reality. Now, what is the quality of reality that you have created for yourself over a period of time? Same goes for me, is what will help us decide how we step into our future in 2024. Let me tell you, Saturnian energy is not the easiest of the energy to deal with. Therefore, ensure that you have a strong base, which is why I gave you the 444 and the EDMR technique of the eyes. They're very important. They have been those techniques through Yoga Tantra which have seen the test of times. So therefore, don't do that only when you feel emotionally dysregulated. Start doing it from today. Okay? I'll see you all soon. Namaskar. Radhe Radhe.